let's get this thing on the road, shall we? And I'm still trying to mess with how music and everything mixes together, but we're gonna see how everything goes. Like I said, I'm still learning, still trying to figure things out, but I think this should be a good balance between the mic and the music. But I also figured out a stupid solution. Remember last week, I was kind of battling the music a little bit because the music was really loud in my ears. A simple solution, take the headphones off. That was a really simple solution. I feel really stupid for, like, taking forever to figure that one freaking out. Yeah, if we go ahead and we just take off the headphones, you can actually hear yourself and think clearly again. So, welcome back, though, to another episode of my Big Fat Journey, where this week was kind of a redemption week for me. Because last week, if I go back in here, last week we did a weigh-in at 258.6. Okay, we were up 4.6 pounds. I was thinking that the different type of Hershey's products I was trying, the Reese's, the Hershey's, and York's, they're sugar-free, kind of feel like they kicked me out of ketosis. So it was kind of to be expected. I thought maybe that would happen, and sure enough, it probably did. So it is what it is, but this week I wanted to come back hard. I wanted to do good, right? We want to go ahead. We don't want to get down because of a bad week. We want to go ahead and focus. We want to get back into things. So this week, well, you want to know something? Let me just let the scale speak for itself here. 251.8. Like I said, last week, we weighed in at a 258.6. 258.6 to 251.8. That gave us a total weight loss of 6.8 pounds. Let me go ahead and bring up this little screen over here. And yeah, hopefully this will make a little bit more sense. Because usually I have, I don't know if my cursor shows. Does it show up at all? Nope, it's just wanting to glitch out. Okay. So never mind. Don't focus on that. So basically, the first number is, of course, the date. The second one is the weight. The third one is loss/gain, and then total loss, and then how many pounds I have left to go towards the final goal of 238.8. So hopefully this will make it a little bit more clear instead of a bunch of jumbled numbers. But yeah, 6.8 pound loss from last week. That is a huge loss, but that was fresh weight, so it's not a huge victory, but it is something to be happy about. It's definitely something I'm very, very happy about. Now, if we go into the total loss, we've breached 225. That is a huge milestone to pass. 225.8. I am incredibly happy with that. Like, I didn't think that one was going to happen. No, lo and behold, I didn't think that we were going to see an almost 7 pound loss ever again. I mean, that is an absolutely huge number to have again. And granted, compared to last week, I mean, that's only a 2.2 pound loss. So 2.1 pounds per week, or 1.1 pound per week. I'm going to take that. And then we're only 13 pounds away from our final goal. And we don't have... The more that I go through this, the more realistic the idea of hitting the goal before I head out for Florida becomes. It's becoming very, very much more realistic, and I'm so freaking happy that it's becoming more and more realistic with every single passing moment. Because every single week we're getting closer and closer and closer. Sure, we had a setback week, but I knew that was going to probably happen. Didn't let it get me down. It came back, and we did this. And I still want to go ahead and stick true to me doing the my girlfriend's birthday, taking that one day off. I'm still going to hold true to that. I don't want to give that up. So even with that, we should be fine. I just realized that chat is definitely not displaying properly because I have the wrong link. Oh god, that sucks. Well, like I said, I'm learning. But I do see chat over on a different screen. So, but anyways, I'm very, very happy though to have that. Like, week. That was an absolutely beautiful weigh-in and exactly what I was hoping to see. Now, what am I doing this week? I mean, like, let's look into the next week. What am I looking forward to happening? I think I can do another 2-pound loss. Realistically, I would love to see the scale say 240 something. I'd love to see it say 240. I think it can happen, but we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, I'm very, very excited to hear the scale finally say 240, because I know I'm back to the weight that I was back in like 7th grade, borderline 6th grade. And once we were to get down to like 238, I'm pretty dang sure that should be about 5th grade, which is proud to be back to that point, but I shouldn't have been there even at that age. So it's kind of a victory, kind of a, but I'm going to take it. But yeah, I'm thinking 240s next week. I'm hoping. I think it's going to happen. I'm going to work extra hard on the exercising because I'm doing an hour and a half of exercise every single day. And I've bumped forward my exercising. I was told by somebody that I'm friends with who has done working out before. He said usually one guy that he knew would always get off of work and go exercise because when your muscles are weak, you're burning more. If there's any truth to that at all, I have no idea personally, but it seems legit. It seems to make sense. I felt a lot weaker when I did it twice this week. So, and I was sweating a lot more. So there's probably something to it, especially with me pulling out a 6.8. You know, there might be something there. Yeah, this was an amazing week. Yeah, and like I said, next week, if I was able to pull out another 2-pound loss again and get us back down, and if I could put in over here, if I could go ahead and I could put in a 249.8 even, it'd be nice to put that 4 in there finally. We've been so close so many times to doing this. It would be nice to finally be able to put those numbers in. Can't put it in yet. We gotta hold off for a little bit on that yet. But I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited for that. And like I said, the idea of hitting 238.8 is still not out of the question. If I was to hit that and have being able to declare in 2 years I lost half my body weight, that is something. Like, I mean, losing 200 pounds in a year, no one, like, hardly anybody can ever declare that. But saying you lost half your body weight in 2 years, a lot of people still can't declare that even. I mean, sure, that's a longer period of time, but just saying that would be something amazing to be able to claim as well. And that's something that I love to do, is to basically be able to say, I've done some things that sound impossible. It's part of, like, if I want to be the inspiration that a lot of people look to me to be, I want to be able to claim that type of stuff because it has more behind it. It feels to me, at least, to basically be like, I know what I'm doing. I lost half of my body weight in 2 years, or I lost 200 pounds in a year. So, but I want to be able to do that. I would love to be able to do that. If I can't do that, it is what it is. I'm into the stubborn weight at this point, but that would still be amazing. But we're at, if I haven't declared it yet, we're at a new lowest, okay? Because if you go back over here and you just scroll up just a little bit here, okay, our lowest weight was over here at a 252.8 back in November 28th. 252.8. We are officially lower than that now at a 251.8. We are officially lower than we all ever have been in this entire journey by a full pound. That is... Yeah, and it does have a lot more behind it with the no surgery or meds. That is a very, very good point to bring up, honestly, because a lot of people do have to do surgery or they do take medication. One person I came across who I haven't seen in a long time lost about 50 pounds of weight. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. And she was like, yeah, you've lost substantial. I was like, yeah, I did no surgery. She was like, oh, me too. But then she did say that she did take medication for it. And there are medications out there that I don't know what the long-term effects are or if there are any side effects with it, which is why I wanted to abstain from that. I was offered Ozempic at one point when I was at the beginning of the journey, but I opted against it because I didn't know a lot about it. So I definitely think that I'm very, very happy the route that I took, and just the willpower behind this, like being able to develop a mindset, has also made me stronger for the long term, for when I decide to end the journey, which will be, like I said, at the end of the year. I plan on ending this journey. That'll be my Christmas present to myself. However much weight I lose is what it's going to be. So I'm very, very excited for that day to come and see what that final resulting number is going to be. So also, let's kind of go into the stream aspect of things. Layout, kind of updated it. I like it. This is not the official what the stream is going to look like for when I'm doing the gaming streamings and whatnot. I think I accidentally clipped it at the beginning, so if you want to go back to the first second, you might see it there. But, oh, hush you. If we go ahead and take a look at the bottom of the screen, though, you will see the little cat. Okay, you'll see him right down there. Yeah, down there. That is Chat Cat is what I'm naming him. So basically, when I have him properly set up with Twitch, which I think I should, he'll do like little dances and stuff like that, depending on comments and following and whatnot. So that's kind of what his little purpose is he's a little bit of a side character and a little bit of a cutie. But if we come over here to another camera, we have Cat Cam. And this little cam over here is little Autumn. Autumn, you want to say hi to the folks? Okay, yeah, she doesn't want to say hi. That's okay though. So, absolutely, I think it's kind of a cool thing to have that. But then I will usually have chat running right along here when I set it up properly for YouTube, because I had it set up for Twitch. So, but yeah, I'm very, very happy with how things are going though. Like, I spent a lot of time this week working on this. I'm still working on trying to figure out how I want the channel art to look, but I'm trying to revitalize myself, try and make myself into something new. I will say the thumbnail on the last video I did, very clickbaity, very much on purpose. I don't want to do this, but you want to know something? The internet knows what it likes, and I'm going to give them what they like, no matter how much I hate it. So, but that is pretty much going to do it for this week. I'm very much happy, like I said, with how this week went. I wasn't expecting any more major losses, so to have a 6.8, I know this is probably going to be the last major loss that I'm going to have until after Florida, when I have a bunch of fresh weight on. So I'm going to gladly accept a 6.8 pound loss at this point. And like I said, we're at our new lowest now. So it's absolutely beautiful to be back down to 251.8. And then, like I said, only 13 pounds away. 13 pounds. And we still got basically 2 months to do it. It's possible. It's definitely possible. Where were we 2 months ago? 2 months ago, we were at 272. Yeah, that's definitely possible. This 272, I mean, that's basically 20 pounds. So, like I said, it's just dependent on how stubborn this weight's going to be. I mean, I'm going to keep on doing what I'm doing right now with the Parmesan crisps and the water consumption and doing the extra exercise. And, yeah, I know you like the cat cam. But I'm very, very excited to see, like, what happens next week. 240s. Let's do 240s, okay? I'm excited to hit the 240s. Let's make it happen already. But that's going to do it for this week, everybody. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm happy to have the main camera hooked back up and to, like I said, have the side camera of Cat Cam. I think it's pretty cool. But that is going to do it for this week, though, everybody. Thank you guys again, and I will see you guys back here next week. Good night.